Hi Taurus, welcome to your April reading. Happy New Year to those of us celebrating, including our Persian friends. Happy Easter to those of you celebrating, our Christian friends. And happy, oh my God, the spring is back to everyone. All right, let's start. So, Aries season for everybody else is go, 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 go time. But Taurus is like, yeah, I'm not really, April starts and Taurus is like, I'm not really with this. I'm tired. I want to be by myself. I need a little time. It's nothing personal. Just give me a moment. I'm making a plan. I have to prep for my season. I'm so glad you all want to run around and be full of the fire and be reckless and ruthless and have a great time, and I don't begrudge you, but I have a very specific plan. And for that plan, I need to prep. And I'm going to have to do a lot to get this money. And for that, I have to rest. Nobody can argue with that. Who's going to argue with a Taurus about their money? Who's going to get between a Taurus and their money? And how long do they live? All right. So you start off isolating, right? Which is fine because most of you have someone in your life that is so smitten with you that they'll just keep putting you in a good mood, even though you want to isolate, even though you want to be alone, even though you have your plan that you're working on. Most of you have someone that's quite in love with you or smitten with you or infatuated with you, whatever stage you're in, and they keep it lively for you. They pull you out of the funk here and there. They come around with that cup once in a while and you're like, fine, I'll let you in, but then you have to go because I have stuff to do. And it's fine. Alhamdulillah, bless you. Sorry, that's my son sneezing during his online schooling. So so everything is like just you resting, okay? And it is because you do have big things coming up as soon as your season starts. Venus comes into your sign on the 14th. As soon as the sun and Mercury come into your sign, you're just going to be all go, go, go. So you're resting. You're building up the energy for your season. During that buildup, what you shouldn't do is let your mind go left because you have a little time to think. It's not shade. I'm a Vedic Taurus. It's not shade. You just know that given enough time, and God forbid you like somebody or they like you, given enough free time, you start to get jealous about nothing. Between the 11th and the 18th, write it down. Mark it on your calendar on your phone. So when you go and look at it, starting on the 11th, when you start to be crazy for no reason and you're thinking that this person's doing that and that person's doing this and you can't trust them and blah, 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 all that jealousy, all that pettiness, it's for nothing. Your instincts are not right. You are not right on point. I know you think you are, but it's because you have a little too much time. This is the quintessential paradox of being a Taurus. You want to rest, but if you let your mind rest too long, it turns on you. You know it. So between the 11th and the 18th, this poor person who just wants to love you can very easily be subjected to your wrath, and they don't need to be, and you have no right to do it. And you're not even right, but you may want to anyway. Don't, because you'll be messing with something that's quite lovely. For those of you who are like, I don't have anyone in my life to make me feel better when I'm feeling like this, I don't have it, just wait. On the 14th, Venus comes into your sign, and then definitely someone will come around. Inshallah. Someone will come around. But until then, you're going to have to keep yourself in a good mood. Can you? Sure. Focus on money. That'll keep you in a good mood. What I have here written for the 11th to the 18th is don't look for shit to be mad about. Boom. On the 14th, Venus comes in. On the 19th, Mercury and the sun come in. Now, right from the 19th, this whole lethargic, I need rest, I need time to myself, leave me alone, completely changes. And you're on fire. Oh, this Ace of Pentacles is driving you. It's the first card out because it is the driving factor in your life for years to come. Taurus has had a taste of what the kind of freedom that financial security buys. And you really got a taste for it now, and you love it as you should, and you're not giving up. Now you've dedicated your life to the idea that I want to be financially secure. Listen, I want to do all the things. This is the World ring. This is the World card. I want to do all the things, and I want the money to do all the things. And I don't want to have to answer to somebody to tell them that I want to do this and that. I don't have to explain myself. I don't want to have to justify my behavior or ask for permission, God forbid. I want to do what I want to do. So for you, Aries season leading into Taurus season and all of Taurus season is about you doing what needs to be done so you can have that financial security and therefore that emotional security. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Against your best efforts, your romantic life gets better and better. You can have what you want now, but please, let's have this talk too. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Please understand something. When you start getting whatever you want and all the things you want, you have a tendency to get self-obsessed and you think everything is about you. Again, Vedic Taurus, don't take it personal. I'm talking to myself as well. We start to think that everything is about us. Just don't go down that road. No matter how great things get, they're not just about you, they're about everybody. If you can keep that one piece of advice in mind, April is smooth. As soon as you see yourself getting wrapped up in your own bullshit, no pun intended, just pull back, look at the broader picture, and gain some perspective. Boom, that's it. Okay, Aries season, the first part of Aries season is doing an incredible job. Even though you're lethargic and you don't really want to go out and you don't really want to be around people, there is something that fire right behind you there brings, which is really, really interesting. If there was a relationship that just, it should have worked and it didn't, or you guys tried, but you never could meet up or never could, really press the button, this Aries fire changes it right up. So that's something beautiful to look forward to. Also, that financial healing is no small feat. Yeah, you're finance, minded right now, but it's because you've been on the other end of this and it's no fun. And to go from, abject fear, okay, how am I going to make this work, to damn, I'm a boss. I'm really a boss out here. It's a huge jump, and it's one that Taurus wants to maintain. And so the discipline is there because you know where you've come from and you know what you're not going back to. Whether it's in your financial life or your emotional life, once you reach that place of safety, you're like, I'm not resting on my laurels now. Now it's time to go even, this is how good this feels. So imagine how good this feels if we go further down this metaphorical road. Okay? So that's your kind of defining emotion in all of April. But to me, it feels more like throughout the year. You've decided that this is the year that you're going to be wealthy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Inshallah, you should be wealthy. Why not? Why not? There's nothing morally reprehensible about being wealthy. So, a little bit more of a sensitive subject here. Bottom of the deck, again, the Judgment card. The bottom deck reading you, fam. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. We don't usually go into this kind of stuff, but it's so strong in your chart this month that it needs to be addressed. If any of you out there are in an abusive relationship, God forbid, but if you are, this is the month to leave. Because there is so much after the 14th that works in your favor. It's like silly things. The door is open for you. You don't miss the train. You win the raffle. You win the, it's just like all these little things that show you like Venus is home. Venus is happy. And it gives you an inordinate amount of luck. So if you're stuck in a situation that you can't see yourself out of because it would take a miracle to get you out, this is your miracle. After the 14th, bounce. I know it's easier said than done, but leave. Now is the time. Now, if you leave, you'll actually be able to get away and stay away and heal. So leave. Now, if you've been wanting to be in love for a while, if you've been missing being in love, it's there if you want it. You see, it went from 5 of Pentacles to the Lovers. It's there if you want it. You know you want it. You might be a little bit scared. But if you've been disappointed in the past, now's the time. Again, bottom of the deck. Now is the time. Now is the time. You can make the magic happen. Now, what do we want to do with the tools on this table? Well, for all of Aries season, these tools are working on your subconscious. That's why you're so tired. You're exhausted because you're actually working all the time. Aries fire going through your subconscious, healing all the things that you've been holding on to for a year, because it's like Aries comes through like the way my mom does, who is an Aries. We got to throw all this out. We got to make room for new stuff. We got to throw all this out. What is all this mess? What is all this mess? Your ability to hoard things emotionally can be quite a liability to you. You know this, right? It can really weigh you down. It can really hold you back. It can actually keep you from doing very menial things because your head is so full. So Aries fire comes in and is like, throw this out, throw this out, throw this out, throw this out, which is what my mom does, right? There's no thought then that the patient just should survive the cure. No, it's all going. If you're going with it, then you're going too, because this all has to go. So when Aries is done clearing out your head, it's like there's all this room, right? So while it's clearing out your head, you're kind of aggressive, you're kind of angry, you're kind of tired, because there's someone like running around your head throwing stuff out that you don't want to let go of. You know you need to let go of it, but you don't know how to let go of it. And then there's this person, they're doing it, and then you don't want them to, and how did they get in here, and what is this? And Aries are so annoying. And then you come to your season and you're like, hey, I have all these tools and I feel so capable, and this money is coming in and I feel so great in such a change of state. 10 of Swords to 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles to the Lovers. Like everything is coming up roses. Oh, because it's my season, because it's the springtime. You, the life force, you come back. So Aries season is kind of this simulation of the end of death, right? The end, the fire has been lit again. And now, after the 19th, you emerge. The 14th to the 19th, Venus gives you a little pep talk, fills you back up. Hi, I'm home, honey. Don't worry. Here. Okay? Then the 19th, you're like, okay, I'm alive again. Gotcha. Let's go. For those of you who have your own businesses and have your own thing going on, you level up immensely. Oh, it's beautiful. If you thought you were a boss now, just wait. You're shining so bright between April 22nd and the 24th, when Venus, Mercury, and Uranus are just the conjunctions. Listen, between the 22nd and the 24th, you feel unstoppable. You feel invincible. You feel like the most beautiful person in the world, the smartest person in the world, the most capable person in the world, and you should enjoy it. I even wrote here, between those 2 days, you should plan out your outfits now. Like you should, no, I'm serious. Like plan out your outfits for the 22nd to the 24th. Just make them super bomb. You won't regret it because success is looking for you. You want to be dressed for it. If I had one piece of advice, overwhelming, like one overwhelming piece of advice that's like arc over all of this, it would be that you need to dress the part in April. You are a success and you're just radiating this gorgeous success and this gorgeous light. Okay, for the first couple of weeks, you don't feel like it, that's fine. But when you come out of the shadows, you really come out of the shadows. So you need to plan it out, baby. Like, make it beautiful. Obviously, you're gonna make it beautiful, but like, do Venus proud. Make it beautiful. And then, what do I have written here? Ah, yes. On the 24th, there is a lot of money coming in. So it makes sense, right? Again, bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. It makes sense that you take this time to pull back and then boom, it's like a slingshot. You're let go, right? That Aries fire pulls you back, pulls you back, pulls you back, and then you're let go and you shoot forwards. No one is going to do it for you. In April, you make it happen. You go get it. You do what you want. If you want it, say you want it. If you want to do it, go do it. Don't hesitate. No more, I don't know, and if I can, and If you want it, just go. Just go. Because you've spent between the 1st and the 14th reconnecting with yourself. You know exactly what you want. Do it. On to my 3rd page of notes. All right, on the 23rd, we have this kind of irritating placement of Mars in Cancer. Nobody likes Mars in Cancer. Mars doesn't want to be in Cancer. So it makes for a bit of it can be a little bit of a drag. You know, you don't want to talk about this stuff. Most of it you're already over, but someone somewhere is going to drag you into a conversation about your feelings. You'll probably end up telling them a lot of things about your feelings that you wish you didn't. Go ahead and do it. Clear out those emotional wounds. There are some here and there's a lot of healing. So it makes sense that you end up talking to somebody about it and saying, yeah, you know, that thing, I was carrying it around for a while and it really hurt me and it's okay. It's okay. And then the last thing I have written here, and I love it so much. You know, it's okay to be you unapologetically, right? It doesn't matter if everyone thinks you're being Nero while the Aries fire is burning the world down and you're laying in bed like eating grapes and like listening to music and, you know, hanging out with somebody. Like, it's okay if that's how you're perceived. It's nobody's business. You just be unapologetically yourself for the first couple of weeks of April and then just watch how you fill up with this beautiful energy and you're able to do everything you want. Even though most people will criticize you in the first few weeks as doing nothing, being intractable, being hard to talk to, you know, alienating people, isolating yourself, but they just don't get your process. And they don't have to, and you don't have to explain it to them, and you sure as hell don't have to apologize to them. So if you find yourself feeling like you owe somebody an explanation for wanting to sleep and eat and rest and not see people, stop thinking that way, because you do not need to give them an explanation one bit. Not one bit. Just be yourself. Restful reset is what you need. You know what you're about to go do. You know how much work you're about to get into. You know how hard you're about to work. Let Aries season do what it does. You don't need to get out in front of your own season and try to run around with a fire ram. It's like, yo, you do that. You got it? Okay, you got it. Hey, Aries, you got it? Okay, you got it. No, I'm taking my break. No, because it's my shift next. I'm taking my break. Take your break, baby. Take your break. If they want to call you Nero for it, let them. Bottom of the deck. We'll leave that at the bottom of the deck and we'll look at it along with the other cards. But for now, before I go, understand something. The people that know you, the people that love you exactly as you are. You are one of those signs that you don't have to make people love you. You don't have to do anything. People just adore you. So if they don't, I mean, what's wrong with them? Because you're naturally so lovable. Everybody loves you. So if they don't, obviously that is a flaw within them. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. And you need to remember that, especially when you take this time for yourself. If it makes you uncomfortable to isolate, if it makes you uncomfortable to not talk to people or be around people or just have lots of rest, not because it actually makes you uncomfortable, but because you're afraid of what people will say, F them. No. The people that love you need no explanation for why you are the way you are. The people that love you need no justification from you for not wanting to be around for 2 weeks and just wanting to rest and sleep. Those are your people. Those are the people you should care about. Everybody else, they wouldn't understand you anyway. They're not cool enough. Love you. Let's look at these cards. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to the second part of your reading. All right. So that Ace of Pentacles right there, it is that luck. That luck that you're already feeling. It's the 2nd of April. You can tell that there are these new streams of income that will make you a lot of money. You knew it a month ago, but it's taken a little while to put into practice. So it might be today or tomorrow that you're genuinely surprised by this influx of cash. On top of that, you've got this Knight of Cups, which is just anyone who likes you trying their hardest, trying their best to make you see how much they like you. So there's no point in you being jealous about anything. Just completely chill out. Anytime you feel like being jealous, anytime, especially between the 11th and the 18th, like I said in the general, anytime you feel this impulse to ask too many questions or be suspicious or be paranoid, just stop yourself. Why? The world tells you have so much abundance coming to you. I mean, in 2.5 weeks here, the sun moves into your sign on the 14th, Venus moves into your sign, you've got Mercury there as of the 19th. You can have whatever you want. The Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the World speak exactly to that. But on top of that, then you've got this Four of Wands and this Gemini card. So that's just a whole row of abundance. Now, what can put a real shoe into that water? What can sabotage you is what I'm trying to say. And that Five of Pentacles, how can you go from so much abundance to this lack that is the Five of Pentacles? How does that happen? Well, it happens if you spit in the face of your blessings. And how you do that is by not being grateful, but instead just being absolutely sure that you know what's going on. No, you don't know what's going on. You're just not coping very well with your vulnerability. Is that okay? Sure, as long as you don't take it out on your own luck or on the people around you. Now, this Aries fire is going to give those doubts some real gas when it shouldn't. So the ability in the second week of April to really mess your stuff up is there. But if you keep calm, if you're quiet, if you don't get self-obsessed, if you don't just get lost in your own little circle here of knowing what you think you know, you get out of it unscathed and we're back to all the good things. Okay? Now, once you get back to all the good things, then you have a chance to really say things the way you want. As of the second week of April, the things you're saying will come out better if you let yourself get past the jealousy, get past the self-obsession, get past what you think you know. Once you're past that, we're there. You can have what you want, especially if it's a situation that in the past was really disappointing. Now that stuff works. It really, really works. So hold off. No matter how you're feeling and what you think you know, hold off. Okay? Now, if you need to get out of a situation, be it here, then this is the perfect time to get out, but not because you're paranoid about something or upset about something. Not at all. Now it's the time to get out because you have an easy out, because things are so buoyant for you that if you need out, this is the moment to run. Okay? While for the next few weeks, while the sun is in Aries, it is really draining. So these wins that you're allowing, this could be while you're sleeping most of the time. You don't need to do anything actively for those wins to come in anyway. So rest and allow the stuff to come in. The danger is that you won't rest and you'll second guess these blessings. So it's better if you do rest. Just take a few weeks off when it comes to being the vigilant protector of self. Nobody's gonna mess with you. Your subconscious, though, okay, represented right here by this Aries energy, this is the only thing that can get to you. So just don't let it. Know that every time these thoughts come into your head, like, no, this isn't really it. This isn't really it. From the 14th on, whatever it is that you want to work on, just really get into it. Wake up. Right? Spend the next 2 weeks being tired if you want, not really, caring what's happening, letting everything just be. And then 2 weeks in, okay, now it's time to wake up. Now it's time to level up. Now it's time, especially from the 22nd to the 24th, when you've got Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Uranus, all right there, making all these amazing conjunctions. Now you shine. Now you plan your outfits. Now you're looking cute. Now you're really capable, and everything just moves. From the 1st to the 15th up here, when this is all going on, just take the time to reconnect with yourself. And then you'll be so good not having messed anything up because of this subconscious activity that you can move forward and it just, you like that? Money, money, acclaim, success, all the things. All the things. Super, super positive. Okay? Good. Very, very good. All right, Taurus. Well, if you would like to see the videos earlier, because the Taurus part 1 of this video has been out on Patreon for about a week and a half, 2 weeks already, as this part has been on for at least a day. And then the extended, if you like everything in one place where you can access everything, the early, the extended, then follow the Patreon link below. If you'd like a look at the extended that we're going to get into right now and clarifying all these cards and moving into May, see what happens there, you can also hit the Vimeo link or the PayPal link. They both take you to the same reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, there is a Cameo link below. Once a week, I do go live on Cameo where you can do a video conference reading with me, so check that out. To do that, you have to join the Cameo fan club and then they'll notify you when I'm going live. Those are 5 slots per week. And we've also been doing this thing where every other day we walk and we exercise together, and it's a walking meditation. And there is an option on Patreon to join that tier as well. That would be called the Taurus plus the ZA. If you're not sure what the ZA is, check out Instagram and you'll get a pretty good idea. Speaking of Instagram, if you are interested in a look at the astrological transits of the day and how they affect your sun, moon, rising, come join the Rev Fam at the Quietest Revolution. Last but not least, if you are interested in either one of these rings, this is the Empress and this is the World. I am happy to report the World has finally made it past production stage. If you are interested in these rings, there is a Revolution Rings link below and an Instagram where you can check out RevFam wearing the rings and an order link. All right, all right. I love you, and I'll see you in the extended right now.